Alright, welcome back everyone. Today we're back playing some Minecraft from the Blum SMP. As you know, we finally found a new place to be situated, get going and doing stuff. So now we just need to get the actual stuff because the last peak on the server, we died trying to go to the Nether and get stuff, and I still want to get stuff from the Nether. Progress to the game and show you all the cool things here and there. So I think what today we might as well just get mining again, I guess. So we gotta either find a cave or just start strip mining like boring people, and that's just how it is. Curse of conductivity. I'm going to get struck by lightning. Yep, that's just how it is. I don't know. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I have any more iron? No, I don't. So I will just mine with what I have. Yep, just beggars can't be choosers, but I'm begging. So I'm gonna get some more wood. This is wood. More hay here for food. And I'm gonna get out searching for a cave. So yeah. This is that. This that. That. Bang, bang, bang. I'm so cool. Look at me. Minecraft talent. What does this one have again? I'm breaking two. Sure. Oh, this is actually not what I think it is. I'm not gonna unbound it because if I accidentally rolled edit something, that's called content. So we're just going to let it happen. You know, life has been weird so far, right? Because as I previously mentioned in my last Minecraft video, which is essentially the daily updates of me because well, not daily, I mean the whenever they upload updates because gotta fill the void somehow. Is this a cave? Do I already win? Could be. All right. I can get a coal and then see what's here. We're talking about how like took a long break because of that group project incident and then just didn't stop uploading. Well, my life hasn't gotten any better because over the past week since that has happened, was another group project where no one did anything. Oh my god, wow, what a phenomenon. That skeleton, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm not even going to. To deal with that, we're just going to go hide somewhere where it cannot see me, because if I can't see it, it can't see me. It's being real brave over there. What the frick? Okay, maybe there's not a cave here. Maybe it's just landscape is. Well, I have torches in my inventory, but I need more torches probably because I think so. So anyway, I had to do all the work again, and this time it was a hackathon project. So essentially, we had to train a machine learning model to do a task. I think this was a protein fitness prediction, and then we had to see whether or not we had to basically to get the grade. Not only had to submit a report, but we also had to reach certain levels of model performance, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh. I have an undergraduate degree in machine learning related field. So surely, you know, what is it called? Surely this should be an easy task for me. Like I have prior experience. Something in this class, we're taking this class and don't have any experience in machine learning. It's a machine learning class, but they don't have any. So like I'm sure I'll be fine. Wrong. I was wrong by a lot. This was one of the most difficult things to do. And I never want to do it again. So I'm sitting here like working on it, right? Wondering, oh, are any of my teammates going to contribute? And then at first I was like, it's going well. It was like in a sense that I had an actual meeting with my teammates, and they were actually like attempting to work on it. At and all the time I'm gonna sleep in this bed here. But that was the first and last mistake that I made. Because already something was off, right? So at the first meeting, one of the people were like, um, was working on another class because they had a more up and coming project, but they were just there to, see what we had to do and whatever. The other person was out there just being like, oh, you know what? I'm tired today. I'm gonna support you guys. You just work on it. I'll just sit here. I'm like, what? You are a graduate student. What do you like if you're going to do nothing, just don't show up to the meeting. Don't just sit here and be like, go team. Like what? That's not no, I don't like that. Not to mention, like, they were describing their problems for the day. And maybe they have other things going on, I don't know, but like, oh, you have a headache because like I didn't sleep enough, whatever. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I've been working on schoolwork for 12 hours. I have less than 3 hours of sleep, and I'm still going on this. So what do you what is your problem, right? I don't want to be the struggle comparator and be like, oh, well, you other people have different problems or whatever. You can't just compare one to one. But it's like, why are you even here? That would be better if you just didn't show up, right? And that was the first and last time that anyone else even touched the project, with being the guy on the project temporarily loaded up the notebook to look at it and be like, oh, yep, this is the project. So that was I should have kept my furnaces. What am I doing? Do I even have? I can smelt this, I guess. I don't know. I gotta make a shield is most important first. And so I was left to do the whole project by myself. And so basically, I spent the last week 12 to 16 hours a day working on this one thing to get it done because I just couldn't for the life of me get the model's accuracy to a high enough level for the most part. But then it's like I was like stabbed in the chest every time, but also saved because like as the week went on, the professor was like, "Oh yeah, this project was actually too hard for the time frame. Let us lower the requirements to get the grade." And I'm like, "What? I was doing the things we're supposed to. I was working on it early. What is this?" In my head, I was like, also like, oh wait, okay, I'm not going to fail this class. Wonderful. But at the same time, I'm like, but no one else. I'm, but I was doing it right. And so there was a 3 leaderboard checkpoint. I had to see how well. So let me preface this, right? Additionally to the score for getting your model to perform well, there was also a bonus if you got the highest like accuracy score, right? So, um, I need more wood. That's what I'm doing. I kind of forgot what I'm doing already. So I'm just like, so I was like, oh, okay. That'd be nice to get. If you get top 6 leaderboard out of like, I don't know, 30, 40 groups in the class, pretty large class, one of those classes that like a bunch of different majors can take because it's just machine learning, right? A lot of different fields need machine learning nowadays, with all the AI models and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. Or you don't, which case, hi, how are you? Um, so I was like, okay, so I can send a leaderboard checkpoint. So I was working on it early. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was ready for the first leaderboard submission. I submit it, right? Um, and so at that point, it returned the results to the leaderboard, but it didn't tell us how exactly our model did. So I was just like, oh, okay. So if it did well on this, then I'm probably good, right? We get third. I'm like, that's for one guy working on it. That's pretty good, right? So I was pretty happy with that. I think I got a 5% bonus to my grade just for submitting the thing. I mean, just for being in at that point. So, if the submissions ended today, I got a 5% bonus, right? So I was like, oh, that's great. Then I get the results back, and it's like if it ended today, the score that I would get for the performance of your model part would have been, let me think, yeah, 20%. I would have gotten 20% score on the part for the model performance. So clearly something was bad, right? This is a little out of order because technically, what I'm describing is what do you call it? Why not need it? I don't really want. Night, please go. I don't want something into it. But at this point, well, that's more iron. I guess I didn't continue mining in that cave, but that's okay. Um, but at this point, they hadn't changed the grading scheme yet, so I was like, oh wow. With the revised grading scheme, I would have gotten it 70%. So, like, it wasn't that bad, but just about points went off for the report part. And so I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Um, and I did Mords. And I'm like, okay, well, now with the new revised grading scheme, I just need to get the model to do a little better, maybe just change some configurations and maybe just like combine the results from a few different models that I made. Bada bing, bada boom. I gotta go, no, you don't. Try doing all the traditional techniques. If you understand machine learning, you know about ensemble methods. You also may be familiar, which is basically taking outputs of multiple models, combining them into one, because assuming that the robustness from having multiple models, confidence for one prediction is gonna improve your results. Also, an actual village. Okay, maybe we can set up shop here instead of back in the lame-o place we saw earlier. Because this is like a true village. We can start doing the trade and stuff too. Could I? Okay, I can sleep here. So I don't have to worry about the night again. Maybe I should right-click a bed in here so that I can respawn here. This is not someone who you can do that with. Huh. Where? Oh, you have a house. See, sharing is caring. And I also try to optimize a hyperparam, which is just configurable parameters for a model that just tells it how it learned. So sometimes if you set it better, the convergence of the function might be better, so you might get better results. So, could have been good. Oh, apples. I like apples. Well, I did my stuff. That one chest on my stuff. Hey! Okay, at least I reacted in a calm manner that allowed me to swiftly deal with the threat over there. Didn't almost die. Thankfully, I left-clicked. Right? Didn't work. So, I'm sitting here panicking, like, what can I do now? I don't know what other things to do. Like, I gotta try more architectures. I'm thinking, like, I wonder what my teammates have done at this point. Ask them about it, and like, oh, no, I don't really think I've been to other projects. Like, what other projects do you have? We're in like the same 3 classes. What the? Anyway, and then I'm like, oh, can you like share your notebooks? We take a look at it, and like, I'm like, okay. So I shared the code and stuff on GitHub, and they were just like, I looked at them like, oh, cool. And I think since you were doing so good with the model architecture, why don't you keep working on it, and I'll do something else. Like, what else is there for the project? Like, writing the report? We're not done yet. How you can help with that? But anyway, after a long and arduous process, I found a method. I used pre-trained models, fine-tuned them so that they would perform better, and bang, we did it. We got 100% on one of the portions of accuracy and a pretty good score on the other measure of accuracy. Don't know what the final results are, but I did it by myself. But the most infuriating part, I think, is that when it came down to it at the end, when the report was all, what the frick is this? Is a beautiful, what the frick? Ooh, the Lavender Valley. Oh, me like this biome. It has colors. Yes, I am a colorful person. How large is this? Actually, pretty sizable. This is a place I consider building a house in, although no one wants to watch me build a house, not because like it's not like an interesting thing, because I don't know how to. I will build the most obscene cube you've ever seen and call it home for the next 70 years. And it will be interior decorated as a Yeti does inside of a ice biome. So basically, it won't be. So yeah, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. Eventually, maybe I'll make another sky-based something like my cloud. Who knows? But looking at our report, they were like, "Oh yeah, what sections can we do?" And I'm thinking like, "What do you understand about this project?" Even if you look at my code, like, what generally do you understand about this, right? And so I'm like, you know what? There's still some time for this submission. Why don't I just let them do what they do, what they think, and see what they write? It's all garbage. None of it is usable. I'm sitting here like, not only like I gotta write this from scratch again. Right? Can I offline zoom, please? Are there caves here? But I'm like half focusing, so I'm probably missing a million cave, but that's okay. I want to farm some of this wood, but I don't have them. I'll have an axe that can actually hit things or inventory space. So basically, I had to write the whole report. Thankfully, they allowed us to submit 2 days late without any penalty, so I did. So no penalty, but but like my favorite part was the contribution section, where basically, since they didn't really write the report and they didn't seem to care, they didn't even proofread it when I asked, well, y'all want to proofread the report where I submit it? I wrote the real contributions. But I did everything, pretty much, and they didn't do anything. Obviously, they did a little bit. Like, I was lost over details. They did like one of them did a little bit of stuff, and basically 2 of them did nothing. Like that's just what it is. Like, and the worst part is that these are the same groups as for the final project in this class because I hate myself. Hello, Armadillo. Dillo. I know what it pronounces. I have brain damage. So I don't know. This just turned into a random rant. I don't really like play Minecraft properly or anything. It wasn't even ordered. Like I would consider making this like a strictly thing about this topic to actually have like a more ordered thing. But no, I just turned into whatever. But I don't really have time to like redo this, so I'm not going to. But anyway, what I want to rephrase this as it's not as if I hate the people. I don't like the idea of just projecting this negative energy out into the world. Like I'm just complaining to complain, but like I don't hate these people realistically. At least one of them actually helped me with a bunch of other stuff for the parts of the courses, and he helped the most. So like I don't really care. I know he'll make up for it for the final project because he's that kind of person. The other 2, I don't really know that well, but like I'm sure they're nice people. I mean, like, they're smart enough to actually get this far, and I know because I've seen them present in other classes that they clearly do know what they're talking about, and they probably did do their work for their projects. I mean, maybe it's a once-off thing, but it's also the case where I have never once this snail. What the frig? Yo, he bugging out. But it's also the case that I've never once been like carried on a project. The best I've had is I've done equal weight, which is how it should be. But like, also you would think like it's by random chance maybe you wouldn't do no, but no, most projects I had to do much. I like unless like I explicitly like, micromanage people and like give them a million tasks, like they just don't like, do the work for the most part. Unless I get a group of people who's actually self motivated to do something. Um, but like, I don't like doing that, man. Like I don't want to be I don't want to be the guy, but like sometimes I guess you have to, right? It's just good about learning whatever the frick leadership skills or something. But I don't think those are good leadership skills. So you can micromanage people. And sometimes when you do that, people just don't give a good enough result. And it's like, you know, I get our priorities might be different on what a grade we're expecting to get and stuff like that. But like for someone who's trying to get a 4.0, it's just like, you know, it just really irritates me, especially when they don't even communicate like that they don't care about this project. At least let me know up in front. Don't just like yeah, I care, but they don't, you know. So whatever. But yeah, I guess I dislike people, but I also don't because it's not a good thing to, it's not a good attitude to have towards life, right? You should you try to keep a positive outlook, I think. But also, I guess I'll make this a 20-minute video, or longer. What am I saying? But another thing is like, what I wanted to mention is that outside of it is that because I've been working for like 12, 16 hours, right? Like I haven't had time to do a bunch of things mostly, or when I do, like I'm not like really like I don't know, I'm kind of just doing things like to like de-stress, but they're not really like they don't feel fulfilling. It's like I'm like doing all this work. I've been thinking like, oh man, when I'm finally done with all this stuff, because I still have a bunch of projects at the end of the semester, woo woo woo. But once April's over, we good. Like, I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Like I just kind of realized it yesterday. Like I need to sit down at some point and just chillax because it's been just full face in the screen doing the homework and then just brain rot basically. Well, no, I don't actually full brain rot content, but it's just basically on the phone now, looking at just whatever it is to distract me from whatever the heck it is. But also like as things have been going on and like I've successfully done this, you know, I landed a summer internship, so good for me. The more I've been like checking off the boxes, the more I still feel anxious about random things that still have to be done. It's like I just need to take a step back and relax, right? But it's like I was trying to figure out like what is it that I need and or want to do, because summer's coming up, and despite having to still work, I do have a break until I start doing work. Number one, and number two, like it's gonna be less work than a school semester because it's like a defined set of hours, right? Sometimes obviously you have to do more and less. I'm not saying that all jobs are just directly 9 to 5, right? But there's less, you know, there's less like school has that thing where like sometimes if you have to complete something, you just have to complete something, right? Like there are times where it's like 2 hours a day commitment, sometimes it's 16-hour day commitment. This is more steady, right? So I might be able to have a more reasonable schedule. Like I got over this semester, I was able to do things because it wasn't crazy. So yeah, that's what it really is. That's what's happening. There's more. So I like obviously content's a big thing. I'm so behind on main channel videos. I'm so behind on this channel videos. I think I can finally stream this Friday, so look forward to that. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think Lucky Block Battle War is coming back, so I'll think of something. Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's like kind of like, you know, I was just like what's the point? Like sometimes I think like what's the point of like working so much if you don't know how to enjoy yourself? Like I've not been doing a bunch of things. I know like if I start like diving into my interests or like some interest and like doing things, I'm gonna get hyper fixated and ignore giving the quality work I need to finish out this semester strongly. So it's kind of annoying. And two, like wait, what was this? I don't know. I forgot. Like yeah. And two, it's also like I kind of just think. Oh yeah, it's that if if I feel like that, right? If I know that I need to get more things done, like I feel like I should keep pushing. Like, why don't I just spend all day every day working on schoolwork so I get done as fast as possible, which I know is sustainable, but like I have the capacity to do it for at least like a week or so. Um, I know I do. So maybe just do that. But then again, if I don't know what I want to do after, what's the point of rushing? I don't know. It's just all complicated, and uh, I'm sure I'll think of something. I have many things that I attempt to do. I also am hoping to avoid like the summer thing where it's just like you have all these ideas like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best summer of life, and then you just sit there and wither away for the rest of the summer. Because obviously I'm going to still be doing some work, but like after that, because like I don't really care about work all that much. I care more about this stuff, like uploading second channel videos to my YouTube channel. I obsess over this stuff way too much. Maybe I want to be like a 20-minute commitment every day to what do you call it, record, and like not that much to edit. But I think about the idea of what I'm recording for do all day every day because I want it to be something slightly unique. Because as much as this is me boringly talking into while playing video games and doing who knows what and what has no Halloween, that's great. Don't hurt me. Uh, I still want the ideas to be like a little cool. Like I try to do challenges and stuff and like unique things because I feel like kind of necessary, right? Because not only is it like good to be a little different on YouTube, although I'm not saying this is really a strong attempt at YouTubing in the second channel, but the second thing is that it's good to keep you exercising your creativity so that you can, when I actually main channel videos, they can be good, number one, and number two, just so that I don't lose that part. Because that's an important aspect of humanity. Like that's what is fun about life. Actually doing. Anyway, this has gone for far too long, incoherent, everything. I don't know. But what I will say is that I have now more topics to talk about, so can be more Minecraft stuff soon. I actually found a decent amount of iron. I'm gonna start smelting it while I end this video by walking around. So that's pretty cool. I found that village, so I can backtrack because I'll know the coordinates because I'll be editing this video. Also, I can also just die, but I have stuff, so I don't want to. So that's gonna be. I'll just make a little epic base. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my weird rant that wasn't meant to be a rant because I just started talking. So it's gonna be kind of weird when I give a title and thumbnail that's related to the later part of the video, but not. I don't really get into it, but whatever. I mean, like no one really watches this stuff anyway, and like if they do, it's like I click off anyway in the first 30 seconds. They won't even see that part. But anyone who is still here, hey, I hope you also haven't gotten scammed on a group project, but you probably have if you watched the video because you kind of relate to what's going on. That's it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with maybe a challenge video of some sort. I'll think of it, or I won't. Anyway, that's it. Peace out.